Yes, hello and welcome to another vlog from Ben R Rider. Today we're testing out the Kawasaki Z400 model year 2023. To be honest, it's been a little bit of a hype. I don't know, at least here in Germany and Austria and so far. You know, it hasn't been available for a year. Now they changed, made it Euro 5 compliant, and now it's back and it's all better. I mean, I cannot really say that, but it's good, but it's not really that much better than before because they did not change anything except for the exhaust and the compliancy. So I cannot really comment on that, but nevertheless, it is a fantastic bike, to be honest. You know, if you just look at it as a standalone and don't look at, you know, what was and what is going to come, this is a great bike. It's a great beginner bike. It's a great A2 bike for A2 riders. Even for me, I'm really super happy with this bike. Really, I would like to get it and buy it. I mean, it's a little bit too expensive if you just want to buy it just like that, just for fun. The price here in Spain is 6,900 euro on the road. We have a 2-cylinder 399 cubic centimeter parallel twin engine. We have 45 horsepower at 10,000 RPM, 37 Newton meter at 8,000. We have tires 110/17 in the front, 150/17 in the rear. We have a seat height of 785 millimeters. The weight, the curb weight of it is 167 kilos. We have a tank capacity of 14 liters, and apparently we get a fuel consumption of 3.9 liters. I could not find this value. I have it actually from other YouTube channels. I don't know if that is really true, but these are all the specs. Let's get to the controls and the display. So on the left hand side we have the clutch lever, which is very light, very easy to operate, and it is a slipper clutch. We have high beam, low beam switch here. The little switch in the front is for the passing light. Then we have a left and right turn signal, push in the middle to reset. We have the horn here. On the right hand side we have the throttle. We have the brake lever for the front disc brake, which apparently is 310 millimeters. We have ABS system, of course. We do have a emergency cutoff switch here, and we have a starter switch here. So when it comes to the display, we have an old-fashioned LC, inverted LC display that's been with Kawasaki for a long time. Yes, we're back with the Kawasaki Z400 and we're taking it now back to the dealer. I'm really sorry about the cutoff from my other camera. My SD card was actually full. I did not delete all the stuff, and here on the go it's kind of difficult to delete it and stuff like that. So I'm sorry about that, but the most important things I think I told you already. So let's get on the bike and let's go and check it out. So let's turn it on. And as you can see, the good old display from the old times we have here, but everything is easily readable, so no problem. Yeah, let's get it going. I will put the range here. Average fuel at the moment says 4.3, but I don't know if you can trust it that much. Anyways, we've got everything, so let's put it in gear and let's go. So the first things that you notice when you get on the bike is that everything is very natural somehow, at least for my size, my height. I'm 175, I weigh about 80 kilos. And the seating position, the seat is kind of angled a little bit to the front, so it shoves you a little bit to the tank, into the tank, so you have to be careful with certain parts, you know. So it wants you to have a forward kind of lean position, but you don't have to adapt it. Of course, you can do whatever you want. You are your own person, right? So, and the noise that you, or the sound that you hear when it's standing still is not really that nice, to be honest. When you ride, you hear a lot of the airbox. It's not too bad, but it's okay, I think, you know. The mirrors are, yeah, regular motorcycle standard. There is no problem with that. You see everything, you can adjust them to your liking. The display is easily readable. It is an LC, inverted LC display. But yeah, kind of old-fashioned, outdated. Hopefully next year or so they will change it. We have almost full LED lighting except for the turn signals, which are not. And the handling in the corners, on straight stretches, everything is just a joy. And for me, everything feels very natural. The dealer said they don't sell very many of these Z400s, only to driving schools, and you know, with a cage and all that stuff, so you know, when it falls down there's no problem. They sell a lot of these Ninja 400s, which is basically the same engine. It has a fairing, has a different seating and handlebar position. Unfortunately, I cannot test it because they don't have it. Personally, I would prefer, I guess, the Ninja because it looks very, very nice and sporty. But this one has very wide handlebars here, easy to navigate the corners here, and very nice, yeah, what can I say, very stable in the corners, very nice. The brakes are very, very strong and powerful. We have ABS, we have a slipper clutch here. The clutch lever is very light and easy to operate. It's the gas, the throttle is a teeny tiny bit jerky, but not that bad. If you get used to it, it's not really that jerky, and so it is really a lot of fun. This is one of the bikes actually You know, when I just got on it this morning, it felt so natural. You know, there was no problem with the clutch, no nothing. Everything just clicked into place. And this is one of the bikes, actually, when you go back to the dealer, at least for me, I would say, you know, okay, I want it, I order it, I will take it back home. That's what it is. Of course, you know, the color selection is not really, for me, not very interesting this year. We have white, which is, I guess, the best for me. Then we also have a black with some green applications. The Ninja is available in green and Kawasaki green and in gray. And yeah, it has 45 horsepower, so pretty close to the CB500 series, which have 48 horsepower. They have a bit more displacement. But as I keep saying for a long time already, this 45 horsepower is so much fun, and it is already enough for me, I would say. Yeah, I only have praise. I don't really have anything bad, well, negative to say, only but that they didn't change the that they did not change the display. I'm sure they will change it next year to a TFT display or so, but this year they only changed the Euro 5 compliancy. Apparently they adjusted the engine a little bit, fine-tuned it, and got a bit more fuel consumption out of it. If I compare this now, I mean, of course I cannot compare this, but you know, in my head there are all the bikes that I recently rode, and I was recently at an event at Harley Davidson. That was my first time with a Harley Davidson. I tried the Sportster S, which has this balloon big fat front tire, which was absolutely, for me, which was absolutely horrible to ride. I didn't know what to expect, what to get in the corners there. It was just horrible for me to ride, and I rode like a little sissy girl. And maybe, okay, I'm still riding like a sissy girl, but especially the Harley that I test rode this day was just horrible to ride. This one here maybe doesn't look as nice as a Harley. Of course, that all depends on your taste. But the handling, the riding is 1,000 times better and nicer, and is more fun than the other one, you know. So really every bike is different. And yeah, this is really a joy to ride here. Yeah, at higher revs, 7,000-8,000, I feel it already. We get some vibrations in the seat. That's what I did not notice before, but now, since I'm going a little bit faster and higher revving, you can feel it. 6, 7, 8,000. You have some vibration in the seat. Maybe that's normal. I just wanted to point that out for you. Yeah, brakes are pretty good. Everything that this package, what you get here, although it's not the cheapest actually, you know, with almost 7,000 euro on the road, that is kind of a hefty price already, I think, for a 400 bike. But yeah, it is just performance-wise, it is really, really nice. This is one of the bikes I would like to have for at least a day, to just do some cruising around the countryside. There are some bikes sometimes where I just want to bring back to the dealer quickly, like the Sportster S. That was really absolutely nothing for me, although like twice or 2.5 times the price of this one here. But this is really so much fun. It's not always dependent on the price tag of the bike, you know. if you can have fun or not. So let's get on the highway. And also on the highway it leaves good impression. Bit windy today, I'm not sure, maybe it's gotten better already. Yeah, the power is not, I mean, it is not bad, and for me definitely enough, but it's not really intimidating, you know. It's of course you can crash it and do wheelies and whatever with this. You can do this with 125 as well, but somehow everything feels very natural on this one. Yeah, definitely nice. I want to take it home if they have it in a nice red color. Definitely nice. The windscreen, which is teeny tiny and which comes standard with the bike here, is actually sufficient for maybe up to 100 kilometers an hour. Actually, it brings the wind, if you duck down just a teeny tiny bit, maybe up to your visor, upper portion of your upper visor. So it's not really that bad, but of course you still get a lot of naked bike feeling. And we have a hill here, and we're still pretty strong going here. Yeah, performance on the freeway definitely is pretty nice, pretty darn nice. It has power in all of the ranges, you know, from low to high. Everything is nice, and it feels just very, very powerful and sufficient for the road that you're riding on. I absolutely do not have any problem with this bike. It's really nice. It's very stable at high speeds and high winds, as you can see maybe, or feel or hear. The only thing that they should change is maybe the design of the exhaust pipe a little bit for next year, and of course put a nice cool looking digital display on it, TFT, and of course get rid of these stupid blinkers, which are still not LED, you know. I think I can finish off my video here already, and on a very positive note. Oh, there's a radar, but we're not going that fast. I'm talking, and then, you know, I get a nice picture back home. And yeah, just a joy to ride. 45 horsepower. Enough for me, enough for Benna Rider. That's it. Thanks very much for watching. This is Benna Rider out. Take care. Bye bye.